From across the nation and around the world, for Pacifica Headlines, I'm Jesse Lent. The immediate aftermath of an Israeli bombing in Newark, Lebanon, footage courtesy of Al Jazeera. One day after Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vowed to, quote, crush Hezbollah with escalated attacks, despite a U.S.-brokered ceasefire in effect, Lebanon's national news agency reports that a new round of Israeli strikes has killed 31 people and left 40 others wounded. Lebanon's health ministry called the attacks a series of, quote, massacres. According to Al Jazeera, panic has been reported in southern Lebanon as people flee the intensifying onslaught by Israeli ground forces pushing deeper into Lebanese territory. Israel has issued roughly 50 forced displacement orders for Lebanese towns and villages in the past 24 hours, as well as a blanket displacement order for the city of Nebataya. According to the AP, Israel's military said it struck more than 100 Hezbollah sites across southern Lebanon and the eastern Bekaa Valley area overnight, adding that it targeted storage facilities, command centers, and observation points used to attack Israeli troops and residents in northern Israel. In eastern Lebanon, Israel struck an area near the Qarun Dam, the country's largest dam along the Litani River. The Litani River Authority said there was no direct damage. Hezbollah claimed several attacks on Israeli forces in southern Lebanon yesterday that hit tanks, armored vehicles, communication systems, and a platform hosting the Iron Dome missile defense system, as well as downing 2 Israeli quadcopters. 3,185 people in Lebanon have been killed in Israeli strikes since the start of the war, according to the Lebanese health ministry. Over 9,600 others have been wounded. Israeli officials say 19 soldiers and 4 civilians have been killed in missile and drone strikes in Lebanon during the same period as the U.S. and Israel's war on Iran enters its 89th day. Al Jazeera Arabic is reporting that the death toll from an Israeli strike on the Ramal neighborhood in Gaza City yesterday has risen to 6, according to sources at Al-Shifa Hospital. Iranian officials are condemning what they called, quote, blatant violations of their ceasefire with the U.S. following strikes on southern Iran on Monday, saying the strikes had further damaged already fragile diplomatic efforts, according to Al Jazeera. Abbas Maqtadeh, deputy head of Iran's Parliamentary National Security Commission, said yesterday that the lack of accountability among U.S. leadership is the main stumbling block in peace negotiations to end the U.S. and Israel's nearly 3-month war on Iran. The fundamental principle is distrust towards America, Maqtadeh said in an interview on Iranian state television. Protests continue outside Delaney Hall, an ICE detention center in Newark, New Jersey, where U.S. Senator Andy Kim said he was pepper sprayed by federal agents outside the facility. What I witnessed and experienced today was shameful, Senator Kim wrote yesterday in a post on X. Delaney Hall is a failure. It's this administration's failure. The only way to make it right for our communities is to shut it down and make sure the failures we've seen never happen again. Larger demonstrations have been taking place at Delaney Hall since Friday, when 300 detainees announced they were starting a hunger and labor strike in response to being fed spoiled food, a lack of medical care, and because federal immigration judges are disregarding habeas corpus petitions that have been granted to detainees in federal court. New Jersey Congressman Rob Menendez was also at the protest, where he spoke out about the dysfunction at Delaney Hall and in national U.S. immigration enforcement policies.
ICE's own data, the individuals inside do not have criminal records, right? Many are married to U.S. citizens. So many have U.S. citizen children. Why are we holding our neighbors, our community members in this privately run detention center that can't do anything right? They don't want the conversation to be, why is our federal government spending billions of dollars holding people with no criminal records here at Delaney Hall and private detention centers across the country?
And Attorney General Ken Paxton sailed to victory against 4-time incumbent Senator John Cornyn in the Texas Senate primary yesterday. The Trump-endorsed candidate currently maintains a 64 to 36% lead, with over 95% of precincts reporting, according to the AP. Paxton will face off with the Democratic candidate, State Representative James Tellerico, in November. Those are the latest Pacifica headlines for the Pacifica Network. I'm Jesse Lent.